Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. Just before I get on with this video, as you can see, I've got nothing prepared yet. I just want to show you something quite interesting, really, before I get going. So what it is I have had this character, this card back, whatever. I've had it on the wall in this room in a star case for a long time, and I've only just got around now to opening it. So what I have to my left here, ladies and gentlemen, if I go down here, bit of a mess. I've got loads of stuff, boxes. This is stuff yet to be opened. And I had the one I thought was the worst quality in one of those boxes. But hang on, check this out, right? I was just looking. This is the one I thought I was going to open, right? Just bear with me. And look at this. The finish of the card back on that one. Look at that. I don't know if you can tell the finish of that. It's kind of pitted and I like it. It's kind of got a little bit of texture to it, right? Then there's this one here. This one looks slightly cheaper in a way. It's got like the kind of a glossy kind of shine to it. It probably actually looks... There's definitely a difference. It's kind of got that kind of like textured look, and that's more of a shinier, flatter, smoother look. So this was the one I thought was the worst quality. And I don't know why I had. Usually when you get two together, there's nothing in it, and you're really looking for like a blemish of some sort to separate the two, like a tiny little scratch or something, and then you think, well, that's the one I'll open. But check this out. I can't believe I didn't notice this. This is the one I thought was the best quality, and I didn't like it, as I say, anyway, because it looked shinier. But look at that. That's, I don't know, yeah. So that's definitely the one I'm opening. Look at the bubble of that one. It's all crushed and stuff. So anyway, just a bit of a backstage thing of that, but I'm glad that this is the one, because that's the one I like anyway. I like the finish of that one, if that makes sense. In fact, TVC 1.0, a lot of the card backs look like that. Right, let's get it open, ladies and gentlemen. This is Darth Vader, Death Star 2, as seen in The Return of the Jedi. Let's go. Wow, that's just... I do that now. I don't lift it up, I slide. That's a clean cut, that, man. Look at that. It was easy to get off. Wow. Sniff of the figure, always. I don't know if you ever do that, ladies and gentlemen. I do. Wow, that's a soft rubbery dome there. God, this is like a full review, this. Usually have it all ready for you, but why not just go through some details? And look at that, the wounds there. Wow. Many years of back to tank healing, and still he's marked. Just want to give you a first reaction here. That's a lot better than I've ever seen any other Vader that you can piece together. The VC280, the original VC280 Vader for the vintage collection, was of that same type of figure that you could 3D jigsaw it together. You know, the top dome, the mask on top of the head. It was really difficult to get the compartments to be flush, you know, but this one looks better. It's just a better mold anyway. The dome is brilliant. And that's for the future of this figure. I did have, speaking of a VC280, I had a VC280 on my shelf with a Luke sort of like, he was on the floor like that, and with the helmet off and everything like that, you know, like I think they had the dome like that. And then the mask was sort of sat there as well. And it was just sort of like Luke was kneeling and tending to him like he was in the film. Just part of my diorama, you know. But I'd be tempted to use this figure for that. In fact, you know what? I haven't even posed him or anything. Let's get straight into this and see if that looks like Sebastian. I don't think that looks like Hayden Christensen. There was a big concern that it did. Or they based it on Hayden. I don't think so, man. That looks like an old Vader to me. Maybe they have, I don't know, a bit of creative license and, you know, blended some, you know, they've got this facial scan tech or whatever. I don't know how they do it, but they might have programmed in a little bit of Hayden's eyes with, I don't know what I'm talking about, but as far as I'm concerned, he looks so basic anyway. Look at the card back there. It's just a bald guy, white head with a scar. That just does it for me. But I'm still quite interested with this figure's ability with the mask on. So you could almost have this. Wow, he looks a bit weird there, doesn't he? Look at that. There's a couple of scenes, right? I've got two Vaders now, which have removable helmets if you count the VC280. So what I might do is I might have this. Because look at that. bit there, that's just so spot on to the when he does that noise, doesn't he? Vader, he's the sound of the first time you ever hear him in pain, other than in Bespin you hear him go like that, kind of like and stuff like that. You can hear him struggling in the fight, but when Luke cuts his hand off and he falls back, and then you hear that the breathing or whatever, that would be quite good to have there, wouldn't it? So I could still have my VC280 for the later scene outside the shuttle, and then I could have just like Luke looking over Vader like that. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Like he finally beats him, kind of thing, after Vader was all over him on Bespin. This is not usually how I approach the quick shots, ladies and gentlemen. Usually I have them up and ready and spinning on the turntable there, but I will do that now. And there's the other accessory there that's just a swappable hand. I'll just show you that. Won't be putting that on in this video, why not? That's a bit loose, that. Why? Oh, wow. It's a really loose fit, that. Maybe it's because when you take this off, and that goes on there, it fits into the hole or something, I don't know. It's like a gauntlet, isn't it? Sorry, do you see what I'm saying? There you go. I do like this the latest Vader is just absolutely incredible. That's the Dark Times Vader. Then you've got this one, then you've got the new one with the gash. Ooh, be careful. That word can go down differently in different circles, but still, I'm talking about the slice on his helmet, ladies and gentlemen. Still a good Vader, that, isn't it? It's better than the Rogue One one. I never really liked that one, but there it is. There's the Dark Times Vader. Now that mold is just kick-ass. It's really good. They've absolutely nailed it now. And there was some really good Vaders before this one, or the Dark Times one, but loving it. Sorry about the focus. I'm just sort of doing I'm going a bit off piste, ladies and gentlemen. You get also the loose hilt there as well. And you've got this one lit. I think I might get him into Repose for you now, ladies and gentlemen. Give yourself to the dark side. It is the only way to save your friends. The way he says sister. So, you have a twin sister. Is it just me, or did you everyone else notice that? I'm just gonna... I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on a minute. I'm going a bit rogue with this video. We're on 8 minutes already. I might knock that down in time by the edit. I just want to enjoy him complete. Great figure. And you can see the compartments or sections or whatever. They do kind of seamlessly. You can see a bit of a break there, can't you? You can see what I mean? Let's make it go light so you can see. It's hard to tell, but it's not. It's designed to be separated anyway. That's still a brilliant sculpt of Vader. Right, enough about that. I'll tell you what we will have a look at, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a look at the figure and the card back. Now, again, the controversy, as far as I'm concerned, is I'm at ease with the situation. When I did see it at Celebration, though, Star Wars Celebration, I was stood with Daniel Chart and he was ranting and raving. I did think, I agreed with Daniel. It did look like they had put a bit of Hayden Christensen into the figure, but I don't think so, man. I think that's just a bald guy with scars. But look at this figure, man. Details on the inside of there's the dome there. I'm going to actually take the helmet off again in a minute and we'll look at them without seeing it behind this plastic bubble, if that makes sense. 40th anniversary emblem there. Darth Vader, Death Star 2. It's a great card back though. It's a great image. Wonderful moment. Now, go, my son. Leave me? No, I'm not leaving you here. I got to save you. You already have. Luke, you are right. You are right about me. Really good stuff, man. Let's get all this off now. I'm not going to have him spinning on the turntable. I'm just going to... Let's get that on again. Get him standing again. Oh, I haven't mentioned them. I was struggling before. The peg holes are nothing special, man. In fact, loads of the recent Vaders have been appalling. Lots of figures have been appalling on that matter. That's a big problem I have with the TVC at the minute, the peg hole depth. But I'm getting bored of ranting about it now. I've got him in that pose. I just want to film him like that. All you need is just a little bit of dry ice to come out of that there. That used to freak me out. I thought, bloody hell. When you hear Obi-Wan say, he's more machine now than man, twisted and evil. But when you see that hand with the wires and stuff, I remember thinking, oh my God, he is part robot. Ladies and gentlemen, I like that shot there. Ooh, I'm just going to move this back. Maybe we can use this as the thumbnail. How about that? Hang on. Something like that, maybe, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I'll leave that with me. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been VC280. On the back here, we have pretty much got most of the new stuff up to date, but I can't wait to press on with this series. Some great stuff coming up. There's Cad Bane I can't wait to open. There is, who else? There's, Boba Fett, Nomad Boba Fett, the tribal Boba Fett from Book of Boba Fett. Can't wait to open that too. But for this video, it is over. This has been only one Kenobi, only one. Out.